I am just doing some tidying around the house. I hope that you guys enjoyed that. I feel like sometimes we show just like cleaning and like, you know, deep cleaning, but the reality is that doesn't happen very often around here. Actually, what happens is just tidying up. And so I think sometimes we need to see that as well. So I'm gonna show you guys, I am trying my hand at some sourdough. So I have my starter that I've been working on for a little bit over a week now, and I think it's about ready. I have been using this book to get started. I have been a bread baker for years, for like 6 or 7 years. And love it. I love to bake our bread. For several years, I baked all of our family's bread, and I'm kind of slowly getting back into that. But sourdough is something I've never tried. So I'm curious if you guys tried sourdough. I really have no idea what I'm doing. So I'm sure that you guys have way more tips than me. So if you do, share them in the comments below. But I'm going to try and get my starter turned into some dough to start rising on my counter. So I will bring you guys along with me. I've been using this recipe for sourdough starter, and then I'm going to give the beginner's sourdough loaf a try. So I'm going to be using recipes from this book. I don't want to share too much, but I highly recommend this book if you're interested in sourdough or even just starting to learn to bake bread. A lot of the beginning stuff was kind of stuff that I knew because I have been baking bread for so long. But the sourdough is something I am just getting my feet wet in right now. So I'm going to let me show you what this looks like. It was about halfway full last night, so it's almost all the way to the top of the jar. It's got the bubbles. I'm going to do some of the tests that the book says to do to see if it's ready, and if it's ready, I'm going to go ahead and make up a batch of the sourdough. I guess it's for the starter for the loaf. So one of the tests that I read online says that, well, first it says that if it's bubbling and if it's doubled in size within 12 hours, then it's ready. Another one of the tests says that if it floats in a cup of warm water, about a teaspoon of it will float, then it's got enough air in it to use it to make bread. So that is what I'm going to do. Since my tests seem to be passing, I'm going to go ahead and get a loaf of bread started in a bowl. It has to rise, I think, most of the day, and then we'll see. I need to look at the instructions because I think it takes a long time. Okay, so one of the things that I have learned with sourdough is that you have to weigh everything instead of measure. So I'm going to weigh out my water and my flour and my starter, mix it in my big glass bowl, and then just put a tea towel over it and let it rise on my counter, and hopefully it works. So we'll see. Okay, so my sourdough is rising on my counter. It says it needs to rise for 12 hours, which would put me at 9 o'clock tonight. So this might have been a bad time to do this. I'm going to grab my last thing that I want to get done this morning is to start our seeds. So I'm not starting all of our seeds. I'll take you guys outside real quick here in a minute and show you where our garden's going to be. I have done a raised bed garden the past 2 years. Yes. And before that, we had a garden once as like when we were married, and it was just kind of like a tilled tiny little garden. And then that was the year that I had a baby. It was not a good summer to try to do a garden, but I did do gardens as when I was a child growing up with my mom and dad. We had all kinds of tilled gardens, did it every year. And so that's what I'm used to. So that's what I'm going to do this year. I've done a lot of research, would love to try back to Eden, but I just didn't get it prepared in time. So I'm thinking I'm going to do tilled this year, and then next year if I have time in the fall to kind of prep my garden area, then I will do a tilled garden, a back to Eden garden. That's what I meant. But I'm only starting my tomatoes, peppers, I think broccoli and onions. And so I have these little containers that I got on Amazon. They were super affordable. I think I can do 120 seeds in these and get them started. It was like $15. So my plan is, they're really small though. So I mean, like it might hold like 2 tablespoons of soil. So my plan is to get them started in this and then just buy the solo cups, like the red ones, and transfer them to that probably in 3 to 4 weeks. Like I said, I've not done this before. I'm really new, so if you guys are gardeners and professional at this, give me all of your tips down below. I feel like all I'm doing is watching YouTube videos on gardening and on Pinterest and on Instagram and all of that. So our garden is going to be somewhere between 400 and 500 square feet. So we have a decent sized piece of property. It's like 1.3 acres. Would love to have more, but this is what God has blessed us with. So probably going to be transition in the light here. So that's what we are using. So I'm going to show you guys, I'll flip you around and show you where our garden's going to be. So right off our deck, we have this little area. So it's going to kind of go, it will go out that way a little bit, go over to a little, maybe like right in front of the slide area, and then come over beside the house. So this whole area will be my garden. And then I'm thinking over there, we're gonna do, we're gonna do 2 strawberry beds that are just gonna be small raised bed gardens. And then by our barn over here, we're going to do some blueberry bushes. And then I'm gonna do some other things just in pots back here on my deck. And yeah, so I think it's gonna be good. We are also planting some apple trees this year. They're supposed to be in really any time in the next week or 2. So those are gonna go in, and I think that's all we're gonna do for this spring. We might try to add some things in the fall, but for right now, we're gonna get started planting these seeds, and I'm gonna get my boys so that they can come and help me.
driveway, it's a Saturday night. You look like $1,000,000 wearing that dress I like. You're smiling, but there's something missing in your eyes. Girl, I can tell that you have something on your mind. But I will make you forget all your sorrows. Let go like there's no tomorrow. Let's have a drink, just relax, all your problems will fade. If you're ready for a good time, count on me. There's a party in the backyard, dance your problems away. I'm all about the good vibes, I know you're all about the good vibes. Do you know how much I love you, wanna see you smile? Where's the happy girl that I know with a heart on fire? I'll do anything to make it fine, but I can tell that you have something on your mind right now. But I will make you forget all your sorrows. Let go like there's no tomorrow. Let's have a drink, just relax, all your problems will fade. If you're ready for a good time, count on me. There's a party in the backyard, dance your problems away. I'm all about the good vibes, I know you're all about the good vibes. We are all about the good vibes. We are all about the good times. Dance until it feels alright, all night. We're all about the good vibes, all about the good vibes. I will make you forget all your sorrows. Let go like there's no tomorrow. Let's have a drink, just relax, all your problems will fade. If you're ready for a good time, count on me. There's a party in the backyard, dance your problems away. I'm all about the good vibes, I know you're all about the good vibes. Let's have a drink, just relax, all your problems will fade. If you're ready for a good time, count on me. There's a party in the backyard, dance your problems away. I'm all about the good vibes, I know you're all about the good vibes.
I hope you guys enjoyed coming along with me today on this kind of homemaking motivation, house tidy, seeds, sourdough, all of the things type of video. If you enjoyed this type of video, please like this video and let me know in the comments, and I will do more like this because I really enjoy these types of videos. And that's my boys. So I will see you guys in my next one. Have a great day, guys. Bye.
Good vibes. We are all about the good times. Dance until it feels alright, all night. We're all about the good